Hey guys, how are you? Well, we got to shoot CGGR this past weekend on Saturday, and I actually shot a classifier match today, so we got to shoot two matches. Classifier match was just fun trigger time on a beautiful day. Everything I shot was like 0.0 something percent lower than what my original one was, and I don't know if that was because of the classification change or what, but we had a great time, so that was a fun day today. The match we're going to get to today was CGGR, and what's cool about CGGR is, number one, what's not cool is it's a hell of a drive for me. It's about 3+ hours out there. The really cool thing is they're starting to get back to their pre-pandemic stages. The stages are super interesting. There's a lot of steel. This match has always been steel heavy, but the stages are really interesting, really good. I was really happy I made the trip. We shot with a great squad, man. Such a huge squad of bruisers. Billy Barton, Steve Williams, just a bunch of guys. Too many to name, but man, we had a really great squad, fun group of guys. It was just a really fun time. I really enjoyed it. We joked around, probably a little too much, but it was just fantastic. Really side note, shout out to my buddy Jeff. I am a YouTube nobody, literally, but it is still really cool when you guys come up and say hey and introduce yourself. So shout out to Jeff. We had a conversation on one of my videos about his gun not running, having some recoil spring issues. He seems to have sorted that out, and it was really cool meeting him and talking to him. I might not be the absolute friendliest when we meet in a match because I'm trying to stay in the zone, but I really do enjoy talking to you guys, so that was really awesome to meet him. I shot the mighty X5. This thing is still awesome. I love it. I love the open gun version. I love the carry optics, limited and production. I love to shoot it all with this gun. Man, this thing just runs and runs. So you will notice in some of the videos, I was having issues where I love this thing, but I'm putting too much pressure on it, and I'm driving the rounds down into the bottom Charlie. So all the rounds that I'm hitting Charlies on, everything's tracking nice and up and down, but it's Alpha Charlie, literally Alpha Charlie. So we're going to do some measurement drill and work that into some doubles and see if we can't get a handle on this before Area 6, because I do not feel very tuned up. Nowhere near like I was last year. So I'm hoping to get a few more rounds in practice. We got 20 days until Area 6, so pressure's on. I really do want to do well, but I'm a realist and I really have not put in the live fire work for that match, but it is what it is. So without further ado, let's get to stage one. Stage one, we had a hit factor of 6.6706, a time of 17.09, 19 Alpha, 6 Charlie, 1 Delta. This is our last stage of the match and probably my best stage of the day. We started on stage 2, but we're going to start the video on stage 1. The only thing that was up with this was the low shots, the low Charlies. This is really where I saw it big time. Other than that, I wouldn't change a thing. I think the footwork was great. I can feel my finger on the trigger consistently, so the shots felt like they recovered and they were a little bit faster. I was overall really happy with the stage, so check it out.
Are you ready? Stand by. Real quick. You need to clear, hammer down, and hold. Are you ready? And bye.
Right. Awesome stage, right? Stage number 2. This was the one that we started on, and man, this thing was just a bruiser. of the stage. It was probably the hardest stage of the match. It had 2 Texas stars, tons of steel, really precise positions. But one issue I'm starting to see is I'm not giving stages as much respect as I should give them as far as the walkthrough and the planning and the really taking my time to memorize the stage. And you see with this, on that second position, after the reload, I came in, aimed at the low target because that's what I saw first, but I had to start on the steel. And you see me aiming to switch over. That is a stage planning issue, and I don't really know why. It's probably because I'm just abandoning my process, or I'm just not focused, whether that's nutrition related, sleep related, life related. I don't know, but it's definitely an issue. So you can hear me after the end of the stage. I'm like, I just wanted to survive it because it was our first stage and it was a hard one to start on. But yeah, it went okay. I was about 6 seconds off of Billy Barton. I think he shot it in 23 and I was like 29. So it was okay. Check it out.
Are you ready? Stand by. Finish and let show clear. If clear, hammer down. And holster. Range is clear, time 29.75.
God, I was just happy to survive it.
Are you ready? Stand by. Range is clear, time 29.75.
All right. I don't know that I totally trust my zero yet. It is good. The zero is legit, but I don't know that I totally trust it yet, and I am not quite sure why. I think it's just new optic, more time on it. Yeah, I don't know that I totally trust it yet. But you can see, I mean, that was a hard stage. So let's go to stage 3, is Diamond Cutter. A hit factor of 9.0476, time of 4.20, 7 alpha, 1 Charlie. I was really stoked when I shot this stage. Like, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, man. 73%. But it was executed okay. The transitions were slow. You can hear me. I'm like, pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. It should have been pop, 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 pop. Sorry, JJ. Anyway, here we go.
Are you ready? Stand by. There you go. If you're ready, if you're finished, make ready for next string.
Okay, so here we have stage number 4. I'm going to go ahead and say it because I'm sure somebody's going to mention it. If you listen to this match, I am no longer going, after Are You Ready? Now, that was a subconscious habit. It really was. I wasn't like consciously answering him. It was just somebody asks you a question, you answer them. Is all it was. But I figured out in practice last week that breathing and helping me relax brought me from here to here as far as accuracy, calming down, and accuracy improved. My anxiety went from here to here, and my accuracy went from here to here, right? So instead of focusing on the stage, I'm kind of letting all that plan go subconscious. When they say, are you ready? I'm trying to take a breath in and on the beep exhale. I haven't got that timing down totally right, but it's just kind of a reminder to breathe. It relaxes all that tension, and I'm not trying to get all zen or weird or anything on you guys, but it helped. It helped. So I'm trying to really focus on my breathing, and I believe that's truly helping with my accuracy and concentration during the stage. So stage number 4 was a head factor of 8.6364, a time of 440, 7 alphas, and 1 Charlie again, but no makeups. So I'm super happy. Felt the trigger every time. The recoil was up and down. I thought the transitions were good, so I was really happy with this one. Check it out.
Are you ready? Stand by. You are finished. Neutral clear. If clear, hammer down. And holster. Range is clear. Time 440.
All right. Stage number 5. Super fun stage. Really fast. Still really technical. They had a trailer that you had to step up in. One of the big things for me, because I'm a big, clumsy, 260-pound dude, is not tripping and busting my ass on the trailer. So I was really focused on my steps. When I came into the trailer, I took the open target, I put my foot on the first step, and I took the no shoot. Then I stepped up the trailer. 2 really fast shots in between, 1 hidden target. The one down low with the no shoot, I nicked it, but I saw it, called it good on a Charlie, like right in the neck, and called it good and went with it. I triple tapped the popper to get it down, to get the swinger out. I don't think there was a whole big loss of time there. The swinger was relatively quick. So stage 5 was a hit factor of 7.0570, time of 1913, 22 alpha, 8 Charlie, 1 delta, which was on the far target. I was just trying to really just move, man, to get my times down. And speaking of that, man, I was still like really slow comparatively. RJ McVoy won the match with like a 90-something time. I was like a 122. So he crushed us. It's just a hard match, irregardless. It's just a hard match. So anyway, again, with the breathing, you'll notice it on this make ready. But I was happy. I was happy with the stage plan. I don't think I would have changed it. Okay, check it out.
Are you ready? Stand by. You're finished. Neutral clear. Stand by.
Okay, guys, stage number 6. Really good. I ran a different stage plan than everybody else. I think the stage plan worked out great. I got a no shoot right at the end. I took a step down, pushed down on the gun. It was the second shot. First shot was good. Too much tension on the gas pedal, and took it down into the no shoot. Made it up on the third shot. 2 stills were accurate. Far target was accurate. Other than that, it was a great stage. So 1 no shoot, still some Charlies where I'm pushing down. Again, that's an issue. I'm going to fix that, I promise. Head factor of 6.2528, time of 22.07, 26 alpha, 6 Charlie, and 1 no shoot. Here we go.
Are you ready? Stand by.
God damn.
If you are finished, and look clear. Clear, hammer down, and holster. Are you ready? Stand by.
Okay, stage number 7. You got to have a screw up in a match, at least one stage, right? Stage 7 was that. What happened? I didn't respect it. That's what happened. I was the first shooter. I got ready. I'm like, let's go, let's go. And Billy goes, hey man, are you sure you're ready? Like, have you walked it? Oh yeah, man, I'm good. Forgot a target. Unloaded the gun, racked the round out, saw the target, put the mag back in the gun, racked the gun, shot the target. I think this happened at TRC like 2 or 3 months ago, right? I don't learn, I guess. Anyway, it was a good time, or it was a decent run. I will say that, hit wise. 20 alphas, 2 Charlies is all it was. 25-46. I slowed this down, and that reload, that screw up, cost me 9 to 10 seconds. So it should have been a 15. I ran it for fun afterwards, and I ran a 15 with it because Billy and I wanted to compare times. He still ran it in 13, but I ran it in 15 without the goof up and running it a different way. But a hit factor of 4.1634, 25-46, which I already said, 20 alphas, 2 Charlies. Just a goof, man. Just the wrong way to run it. Should have went center, right, and then we actually ended up where we could eliminate that left one altogether, but it took a really strong lean to get that target. But when I ran it for fun, I did it no problem at 15 seconds. So anyway, lesson learned. Hopefully this one will stick. Enjoy it.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Ah!
If you're finished, unload, show clear, clear, hammer down, and holster. Are you ready? Stand by.
All right, guys, that's a wrap. So, fun match. Had a great weekend. Awesome people. I wanted to introduce you to my son, but he's shy, so he won't. He's 9 years old, and he's actually shot a few matches. I don't know if you've seen some of his videos. I think I posted them on Instagram, not on YouTube. I might post his very first one on YouTube so you guys can watch it. He shoots a 22 caliber Glock. He shot my 9mm, and this is actually for him. He shot the original one at Steel Challenge, and he did great. So you might see more from him, maybe. He's shy a little bit right now, but he shoots great. Like, I started in 2016, and he was 2 years old. 2 to 3 years old, and I have videos and photos of him picking up the magazines as I was doing reloads. So he's kind of always seen it, but he's a cool cat, and hopefully you'll get to see more of him. Speaking of the open gun, we did shoot it today, and I got it to run, no issues. I put a 12-pound normal, not a variable spring, and actually oiled it. The other day when I was testing it, I forgot that I didn't put any oil in it, so it was dry. But it ran great today on 12 pounds. So I might do a 12-pound variable just to slow down the gun slide going back into battery. But it ran flawless today. Everything I put through it, I put some minor rounds through it. It ran okay. I had one little stovepipe. All the major that we ran through it that I borrowed, so I really don't know what they were. It ran perfectly. So we are getting there. This week, I'm going to spend quite a bit more time and effort into shaping the slide racker. I don't want anything big. That's the whole point. I don't want it to look like a big, pencil sticking off the edge of the gun. I want something small that's contoured just to the edge of my finger. So I just want you know, something tiny and low profile. And that's what I'm going to try to achieve with this. I got some other stuff in the works. I have a friend of mine who might be doing a conversion on the 40 caliber Nemesis that I have. I will keep you up to date. Really cool stuff to come, maybe. We'll see. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great week. I will see you next week. There he is. Hi, Elijah. He's a great kid, man. I think you guys would get a kick out of him. So stay tuned. See ya.